Hello guys, thank you for coming into the channel. It's Oakland Rose and I'm here with a list of the top Metal Gear Solid 3 bosses who have helped reshape Big Boss's entire career. And we're going to look at specifically Metal Gear Solid 3 for the simple fact that Metal Gear Solid Delta is just around the corner. Now, this is just my opinion. It may not be the best opinion. Some of you guys may have different opinions, which is totally fine. I want you guys to write it down in the comment section below, and I want to hear what you guys think are the top Metal Gear Solid 3 bosses that have helped reshape Big Boss's entire career up to the day he died in Metal Gear Solid 4. So let's start the video. So if this was difficulty based, the Fury would be number one. But this isn't about how difficult the boss is. This is the importance, the significance that he had on Big Boss. And to be honest, he had absolutely no importance on Big Boss's demeanor.
Soon a most exquisite pain will engulf your entire body. Your limbs will be paralyzed, your lungs cease to draw breath. Eventually your heart will stop beating. But what fun would that be? Not a fitting name at all.
The Fury, no importance, and to me the Fear also plays very little importance on how Big Boss is throughout the series. If you look at how Big Boss is after this fight, he's practically the same person. And to me, that is what's important when you're ranking these bosses, is that he doesn't really play a significant role in how his attitude and his views on society are. So that's why he's low.
If you hadn't shown up, my sleep would have been eternal. Do you hear me, Snake? I am the end.
In terms of gameplay, this is an absolutely beautiful fight. This fight takes place over 3 to 4 areas of a map. Very beautiful, very well executed fight. But in terms on what it does for Big Boss, I mean, you could see some remorse if you handle this fight in different ways. But ultimately, this fight doesn't play a significant role in how Big Boss views, other people, how he views, the mission. And he basically moves past this fight pretty easily. Like I said before, if you guys disagree with any of the tiers that I have already, please let me know in the comment section below.
Let's get started.
Now, the pain I had to think about for a second, because normally when you're thinking about this, you will probably put this pretty low in terms of significance. But this actually comes into factor in Metal Gear Solid 5, how important this fight was. The pain is basically a foreshadowing of what Big Boss is going to encounter. So as of right now, it plays no significance. But throughout his career, you're going to notice the pain brings a recurring theme in Big Boss's life.
I'm not finished yet!
Eva, you take care of the driving.
Yeah?
Yeah, I trust you. On one condition, though, leave the fighting to me.
You got it. I was getting tired of running away anyway.
Eva, Let's do it.
For luck.
So we have the Shagahad here at number 5, and another beautiful fight. This game is full of beautiful fights, but you know, this was basically Sokolov's creation. Brandon had the Metal Gear creation, and basically, if they wanted to replicate another Shagahad, I'm sure Big Boss would have wanted someone to replicate the Shagahad design instead of the Metal Gear design. So even though this was important, throughout the entire franchise, this design of the Shagahad ultimately did not go through. Big Boss felt that Metal Gear was a better design. You could see in the later installments, Sahelanthropus, Metal Gear Ray, Metal Gear T, all the Metal Gears that were, in future Metal Gear games. Big Boss could have went with a Shagahad and he decided to go with a Metal Gear. So, to me, this isn't that important in terms of the significance it plays in Big Boss's career. However, it is important in the fact that he wanted a nuclear equipped tank. He wanted something basically like the Shagahad, but and ultimately ended up being Metal Gear. So to me, that's why this is on the list at the number it is.
Sorry for the delay. Let's get started, shall we? It's just you and me now. And I'm gonna enjoy this.
So at number 4, we have Colonel Vogan and not inside the Shagahad. To me, this was actually very important. It was tough between the top 4. But to me, this right here, very important. Basically, this right here shows us how much Snake has developed his CQC. How much Snake has pretty much developed the skills needed to be able to get this far into his mission and be able to utilize a close quarters environment to his own advantage, utilizing what the boss taught him. So this is when you really see that Big Boss is turning into Big Boss. He's learning at a rapid rate. CQC is going up really quick, and he's just becoming really good.
Are you one of the Cobras?
Sad. So sad. A host of sorrows. And you are one of them. I am the Slaughterer. Like you, I too am filled with sadness. This world is one of sadness. Battle brings death. Death brings sorrow. The living may not hear them. Their voices may fall upon deaf ears. But make no mistake, the dead are not silent. Now you will know the sorrow of those whose lives you have ended.
So at number 3, we have the Sorrow, and getting to this top 3 was very difficult for me. I spent some time debating how I should order this, but ultimately I picked the star at number 3. You can tell up to this point into the game, and basically after this point of the game, he views life differently. He can basically tell he's killing, he's doing all these things for America, and he doesn't feel any sort of, self-respect. He doesn't feel like he's a good person at this point. He's doing all these orders, all these orders, all these orders, killing, killing, killing. But at the end of the day, I mean, he's just following what someone else wants him to do. And the boss told him at the beginning, who does your loyalty reside to? Himself or his country? And that plays a huge role for every installment of Metal Gear after. At number 2, we have Ocelot, or we could call him Revolver Ocelot at this point on, because Big Boss definitely has shaped Ocelot. Like, Ocelot could be a whole different video in himself, but you could see the respect that Big Boss has for Ocelot. It just was growing, and after this point, to see Ocelot switch from the macro to the revolver and basically take on this persona, and they form this bond that is inseparable, to say the least. And Big Boss this is one of Big Boss's only friends. And it plays a huge role later down the road. And you guys know how much Ocelot means to this series.
Look at this scar. This is proof that I was once a mother. I gave up my body and my child for my country. There is nothing left inside me now. Nothing at all. No hatred, not even regret. And yet sometimes at night, I can still feel the pain creeping up inside me, slithering through my body like a snake.
Boss!
You're a soldier. Finish your mission. Prove your loyalty.
And lastly, this shouldn't be a surprise. We have the boss at number 1, the Joy. Basically, once Big Boss killed the boss, I mean, it was it. He was never the same. Everything he did after was to, follow her will. And everyone had their own version of what the boss wanted. And ultimately, that is what happened in every single Metal Gear between Zero and Big Boss, that they were fighting over this will. What did the boss want? And ultimately, they both were wrong in what she wanted, which is the sad part. But that is basically the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. And like I said, this is my opinion. You guys, I know you guys have different opinions, and that's okay. Whatever you guys feel really shaped Big Boss's career, I really want to know. Please write it down in the comment section below. And this is my streaming and posting schedule. So if you guys are interested, please support. I appreciate it. Thank you so much and have a good day.